Everyone, it's me again, Chatty Crafty here, showing you some wonderful stuff. This is a repeat store. I went back to the Eustis store. If you remember my first video from there, I said that I really regretted not picking up that pink vellum. Well, I really regretted not picking up that pink vellum, so I went back for it. So yes, I made an extra road trip to go back and get the pink vellum that I didn't get the first time around, and while I was there, I decided that I was just going to take more video of it, and I'm really glad that I did because there was some new stuff, and apparently they got a truck between the time that I was there the first time and the time that I was there the second time. Anyway, here's that pink vellum. I went back for it, and yes, it does ring up as $1 for a package of this, and there's 10 sheets of vellum in each of those packages, so you're paying 10 cents a piece for a sheet of pink vellum, and there are two different colors of it. It's slightly different, like it's two different lots. For those of you who do fibercraft, for those of you who don't do fibercraft, if you buy yarn, you're supposed to buy them all in the same lot number so that you get the same yarn color each time, because if you don't buy the same lot number, there's a possibility that it's slightly different colored. I know that because my grandmother and my mother used to do Afghans and quilting and things like that, and that's one of the things that they told me about buying the yarn for the Afghans. I'm surprised that the Halloween decorations are still there. I do have to say that. I'm really surprised that those are still there because I thought that was just a really cool set for $3. Anyway, while we're looking at this, because a lot of the stuff on this particular table was the same as the stuff that was there the last time, I do have a question that I want to ask you because I have two different videos that are in the can. And one of them is a haul video, and one of them is another shop video. And the shop video is the store in Castleberry. It's a repeat to the store in Castleberry. And the other one is a haul video of stuff that I've gotten from Ollie's, and I'm demonstrating everything that I've gotten. And I just want to ask you, drop a comment, which would you prefer to see next time? Would you prefer to see a haul video from the stuff that I've gotten from Ollie's so you can see these things more close up with more time to look at them than while I'm in the store? Or would you rather see the repeat store for Castleberry? And the next video that I put up will be the one that has the winners for the current giveaway that's going on. And right now, as I'm recording this, there are only 5 entrants into the giveaway, and I'm giving away 3 different brass rulers. So there's going to be 3 winners. So right now, 60% of the people who have entered are going to win. So if you go to the video that I put up on Sunday, and the thumbnail says it's got a giveaway on it, and if you go to that one, it's got the link to the entry form. And if you watch the video, it's got some information about how to fill out the entry form. But if you really read the entry form carefully, you'll get the entry form filled out correctly. I would really appreciate if you would watch the video, though, because going there and clicking on the video and then just going to the description and clicking on the link is dinging my algorithm. It dings my algorithm because I don't get the full watch time, but you do you. It's up to you. You don't actually have to watch the video, but I would really appreciate it if you do. And saying that, I really appreciate everybody who has subscribed to my channel and everybody who watches my videos. And I can't say how appreciative that I am. There's just not words for it. I really do appreciate you, and I really do appreciate everything you've done. And I would like to ask another favor. Not only do I want you to go in and say whether or not you want to see a haul video or whether or not you want to see the repeat to the Castleberry store. Interruption. You see those little stacking ones right there? I meant to pick up some of those. They're still in the packages, all packaged up in the bundles, and I don't believe that this store is doing bundle packaging. I think that these needed to be taken out and separated because they're being sold individually in this particular store in Eustis, but I forgot to get those. So I may actually be going back to Eustis at some point. I don't know if I will or not. I might find them in another store. But what I was saying was I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. If you're getting any sort of enjoyment or entertainment or anything out of this particular channel or my videos, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel because I'm so close to getting my 500 subs that I need to go from being a baby channel into being a tween channel. And I would really, really appreciate getting those subs. I would love to have those subs by the time that I do the giveaway on Sunday, so we can have a big old celebration video in the video on Sunday when I do the giveaway as well, because that would be so cool to sit there and go, whoa, look, I've got my 500 subs. And I think I'm right now at this point, I think I'm 54 away. I think I need 54 new subs in order to get that 500 sub, that threshold, that first threshold for YouTube. And I would really appreciate that. This is something that I did not highlight in the last time that I was there, but these are stickers and they're on like acetate. So the stickers are clear backed and they're beautiful. And they have so many of them and they were really a gorgeous set of stickers. These, I read the back of this and I slowed it down so you can actually see the back of it. So if you pause the video, it's got an interesting set of instructions there that say something about twisting up the chalk and then using it and then twisting it back down. Like this isn't really a marker, it's actually liquid chalk or something. I didn't understand it completely and I didn't buy any, so I don't know how they work. You can have the Queen riding in your car. Hello, Queen. That gives new meaning to the word queen cake. I keep on hoping that people will make my queen cake and put it up on my Facebook group that goes along with this channel. The Facebook group's also called Chatty Crafty, and the link to the Facebook group is in this description. This was new. This is a new item that they got at some point in time, and they have this beautiful, and right after my last video where I said I've only been in one store that had 2 different poster board sets in it, this store had 2 different sets of poster boards in it, and these were not sold individually. They were sold as a package. They weren't as cheap as the store on Colonial and Hiawassee, but they were still really, really well priced. It's 12 sheets of poster board for $3, so it comes out to 25 cents a sheet. So it's the same 25 cents per poster board, but you're buying the whole pack. And it's actually a lot neater that way because the poster boards that are separated out in the other stores. And personally, I think it's a really good idea to keep them together in the packaging because they don't get as torn up and they don't get as damaged by being moved around and shuffled around on the shelves if they're in those packages all packaged up in the little plastic protective area. So I liked that. And I didn't buy the big flower print because I didn't think I could use it effectively in my card making, but I did buy the smaller flower print because I'm going to cut that up and make it into cardstock. This is one of the new items. Oh my gosh, this is gold. This is not gold. This is multicolored glitter paper and it's 4.5 by 7 inches. So it's like the perfect size to do so many different things with. You can use it in 5 by 7 cards by making it 4.5 by 6.5 because that's just the perfect border for a 5 by 7 card. And you could just use that extra 1/2 inch as an embellishment on something else. And it was so pretty. And then I totally tested it out. This was really high quality craft paper or glitter paper because it did not have any of the glitter come off on my fingers. And you can see I'm really trying to get some glitter to come off on my fingers, but it was really well put on there. And I did test it out. It was 0.13 cents per square inch, and that's going to come up important soon. And I'm going to stop talking because I want you to hear these wonderful ASMR scrunchies. And I loved the scrunchie, so I left it in because it really was nice. And this is 1/2 sheet or 1/4 sheet of poster board that is gold glitter, and the package has 12 sheets in it. And I also figured out how much this was per square inch because I was wondering if it would be more cost effective to buy the big sheets and get all gold or the little sheets and get multicolors, and it comes out to almost exactly the same price. So if you're predominantly going to use more gold, then get these bigger sheets and cut them down. If you're going to want all the different colors of glitter cardstock, then get those little ones right there. And that was such a cool item to have in the store. And the big sheets were $3 for the 12 sheets for the gold clear cardstock, and the little packages of glitter cardstock were $1.99. This craft paper pad is also $1.99. So they got some new paper into this store in Eustis, and I thought it was beautiful. And you can see all of them. Those glitter cardstock 48 sheet ones are on the bottom shelf in the aisle near the greeting cards. So that's where you're looking for this. Again, I'm pointing out this tracing paper because for the junk journalers, I really hope some of you take advantage of the idea that I had for that tracing paper, because I think that tracing paper would be really beautiful inside your junk journal as a really nice textural difference in the materials that you put into your junk journaling. And the more I talk about junk journaling, the more I'm thinking I might try a junk journal and see how I do at it just to find out what it's like, because the more I talk about it, the more I think it's interesting, which is probably not going to make my husband all that happy, because he was really happy when I decided on 3 crafts and that was all I was going to do. And now I'm thinking about another one. This is the only color of the Joanne branded vinyl that I saw in this store. This pad is, again, the $5 pads, but they did still have some of the French prep pads. There were no more Cutie Pie pads. This was the store that had the Cutie Pie pad, and there were no more Cutie Pie pads that I found in this store. So I think that people watched my video from the last time I was in the Eustis store and went and picked up those pads. But there are still a few of these French prep pads. And I personally think that these French prep pads are beautiful, but they are in my color scheme because I do a lot of fall. I love fall. This store also did have some of the Cricut Smart Roll vinyl in yellow, which was different because most of the stores have just the green. A really nice set of Rose Art colored pencils, 24-pack. Excuse me. I still have a little bit of a cough left, and I apologize for that, but I am doing so much better. And I think it was Butterfly Kisses who suggested the Whorehound candy, and it was a really helpful, and I really appreciate that. Speaking of specific viewers, I did do a live earlier this evening, so I'm recording this voiceover on Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and I did do a live, and I really feel bad, and Amira Creates, I really apologize. I totally messed up on getting the live and which one was going to go through and how I was going to do it, and I didn't see you come into my live, and you're so often in my lives that I think I messed up and lost you when I went back and forth, and I apologize for that. And I do appreciate you very much as a viewer, as I appreciate all of my viewers. But Amira Creates has been really a solid fan for a very long time, and I really appreciate her. The lips punch, I didn't see it in this store anymore. I think that one's been sold. The reason I pointed out this tie-dye one is because it comes with a book. So once you've finished using up the materials that are in there, you still have the book, and you can always get more of the dyes, but with the book you've got the reference that you can go back to again and again and again and make the same creations over and over, and you have a reference point or a reminder of how you made each particular one as you went along. Being a lover of How to Train Your Dragon, this was so cool, and I loved it. I did not buy it, but that box was heavy. There was some really significant paper inside that box. I had to show this to my husband, and it goes out of screen for a moment because I'm showing it to my husband, because that is the shark from Jaws. Because you can tell the shark from Jaws, and anytime anybody uses the shark from Jaws, because the proportions of the mouth and the head of the shark are wrong. And if you see a great white shark with a mouth like that, it's the shark from Jaws, not an actual great white shark. But the movie came out 50 years ago, and people really didn't know what sharks looked like at the time. And so I was pointing that out to my husband, because my husband very much enjoys Jaws, and very much enjoys Jaws as a movie. This reminded me of Freddy Krueger. And when I first looked at it, I thought it was a Halloween thing, and I had to take a double take on it and see that it really wasn't Freddy Krueger. They do still have some of these fairy-lighted garlands, and I think they're very pretty and would be a beautiful display anywhere in your house. And they're not really specific to any sort of holiday, so you could leave them out and dress them up as the holidays change throughout the year. They do still have some of the colored Cutter Bee scissors, but there is a definite reduction in the number of Cutter Bee scissors in there, so I think that many of my viewers have gone to the Eustis store and picked those up. And I happen to know for a fact that at least one of my viewers did, because they left a comment. And I appreciate everybody who does a comment in my videos as well. This is that stitch paint that I saw in the Hiawassee store. And I saw it here and I thought, oh, I have to have highlighted in this one, because it's a really neat idea for making, I keep saying that word. It's a really unique and different idea for putting stitches on fabric and using it that way. And someday I'm probably going to buy these. It's $1.29, and I think I want to test those out to see how well they work, because they are, to me, a really cool idea to have paint in a glue stick form. I think that's really an amazing way to do that, and it would be so much more clean and tidy to do things like that, especially for kids. And someday I think I might try those. That's the end of the pegboards in this store. There were a few other items that I found as I was going back through, and this is one of the ones that I found. And in the Hiawassee and Colonial store, I found that manga sketch pad as a separate thing. I didn't realize that it was part of a book set. And these have metallic, I believe this one's metallic, like I said, one of my viewers pointed out to me that, yeah, this one's metallic, that it will either say metallic or solid core on these Astro Designs 12 by 12 cardstock packs. And, $3.99, I believe this one was $3.99 in the store for, what is that, 60 sheets of metallic 12 by 12 cardstock is a great price. Here's that. I can't stop pointing it out. I have a strange sense of humor, and I just have to say I can't stop pointing it out. After testing those Arteza markers today, because that was the first thing I've ever bought by Arteza from these stores, after testing those out, I have to say that I am even more impressed with the Arteza brand. It is really a very high quality brand from what I have seen in the packages and now what I have tested in the store. This one had the finger paint pumps, but I didn't really point it out. And then there's the glue, and they still have those red bottles. So I guess nobody took me up on my idea of using that red paint as a very, very gory Halloween demonstration or Halloween display. Oh, well, it probably would be actually quite terrible for the environment. They still had 2 boxes of this. I was so surprised that neither of these boxes sold between the time that I put up my last video for the Eustis store and when I went back to pick up those pink Vellum. And I'm very surprised that those are still there, because that is such an amazingly incredible price for sticky notes. 4,800 sticky notes for $8 is an incredible price. And more, I went back and looked again. I was still trying to find that cutie pie. And one of my viewers, one of my channel, asked me to look at adult coloring books. So I did. And I found these, and this is my husband's hands. I'm holding the camera, and he's flipping through the pages. This is one of them, and I believe this one was $2.99, which is a really, really good price for an adult coloring book. And it had some very intricate patterns and some really intricate designs in it. And I would call this one for advanced colorers because the lines were so close together. And they had several different versions from that same style. So I think they're the same kind of publisher, and they're still as intricate and beautiful, but they have different topics for it. And this would be a really cool gift if you wanted to get those rose art markers that not rose art markers, those rose art colored pencils that I pointed out earlier, and put them together as a gift for a person who likes to do these adult coloring books. I think that would be a really spectacular gift for some holiday or birthday. This person, LeBron James, is an amazing man. He has done some amazing things with his life, not only being an incredibly talented basketball player, but also what he has done with the fame and the wealth that he has acquired from being a basketball player is really amazing. And if you don't know anything, if you don't know the backstory of the other things that he has done and the philanthropic things that he has been doing, I would strongly suggest that you look up what he has done, because he's just an amazing person and an amazing human being. And his coloring book, I have no idea what his opinion of having a coloring book of him is, but his coloring book was $1.99, and I believe this patterns one was also $1.99. But this would be more of a intermediate coloring book, because the lines aren't as close together and the patterns aren't quite as intricate. And then I think after that one, I just showed the whole shelf so you can see the mass quantity of adult coloring books that they have in the store. And this is the Eustis store. I haven't looked at the coloring books in any other store, so I don't know what they have in other stores. But this was a whole lot of coloring books and a whole lot of adult coloring books in one spot. Right next to the coloring books, at the end of the books, they had a couple more of these art packs. And this is the Arteza vision board party in a box for 4 people to get together and make their own vision boards. And it's got all the materials for it. Again, for $20, I think that is an amazing price. And these are the Whorehound that the Butterfly Kisses suggested that I buy. And thank you so much for that. This is very last little thing is just what I'm doing in my giveaway. The link to the giveaway form and also the link to my Facebook group is in the video that I put up on Sunday. I will also put the link to my Facebook group in the description of this current video. Thank you so very much for watching. Do please consider subscribing. I would really love to hit that 500 goal and get to the point where I am a tween channel and I get to leave my baby channel status behind and graduate to being a tween channel. And I would really appreciate any help that I can get. Also, remember to please tell me whether or not you want the next video to be a haul haul video, or if you want that to be another shop with me video. And the shop with me would be the Castleberry store. So, and it really will be the Castleberry store this time. It won't be me saying it's the Castleberry store when I was actually in the store in Orange City. This one really is the Castleberry store. I've checked like 5 times already because I made that mistake. So, and like I said, every time I make a mistake doing this, I grow and I become better as a YouTuber. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Have a great, wonderful rest of whatever time of day it is that you're watching it. Cheers and happy crafting.